Hello everyone. Previously, we had discussed about the advanced array manipulation. Basically, it involved this one, map reduced and filter, right? Map reduce and filter. So today we will be discussing about the dynamic imports in ES6. So basically, what does dynamic imports do? Dynamic imports allow importing the modules at the runtime. Basically, dynamic imports, as I have said, it allows importing modules at the runtime instead of at the start of the script. Instead of at the start of the script, it will allow importing modules at the runtime. So how it is helpful? This will be helpful in lazy loading and optimizing the performance, right? So as I have said, it will be helpful in lazy loading and optimizing performance. So let's see this one with a very simple example. One thing is we will try to understand this one with the dynamic importing a module, as well as the second example we will go with the conditional module loading. So these two things, let's try understanding the same thing. First, what I'll do, I have created 3 files here. You can clearly see I have created 3 files. One is index.js and the second one is mat.js and the this one package this JSON, right? So here mat.js, what I'll be doing in the mat.js this one file is, initially we will allow the add function to be imported in the index.js file. Let me quickly write here. Let's export function add. This is simple math operation, right? Addition. I'll just be giving 2 parameters, a and b. Let me give a return a plus b here. So this is simple math operation. What we are doing here, we are allowing the add function to be imported in the index.js. So index.js is the main file here, right? So let's come to index.js file. Let me write some code here. Let me make use of the async. If you don't know async and async await and promises, I have already explained those topics with the implementation. So it is very easier to understand. Please go through it. So you'll have the idea what I'm writing currently. So I'll just come here. Let me give async function. I'll just name the function this one, load mat module. So I'll just give here load mat module. So inside this one, let me make use of the variable math quickly. I'll just give await. So async makes the function wait, right? And await makes the function wait, and async makes the function return. So this we know clearly. So I'll just give here await import of math.js. So I hope this is clear. So still this is not taking import. You can clearly see here. We will solve that one later. For now, let me log this one here. I'll just give console log of math dot add. So math, basically we are getting this one from here, math.js file, right? We are importing this one, or we are lazy loading this one, math.js here. I'll just give here 2, 3, right? So here, let me call the function load math module. So if I try running the code, this has to give us error basically. Let's try here index.js. So this is giving us the error, right? So const type get nearest parent package. So main path. So what we have forgotten here is, so let me give CLS for a second. Here we haven't mentioned here. Basically, we have to give the type module in the package.json. So it is of type module, right? So I will just come here. Let me give type. It will automatically take within the string, and let me give module. Now we should be able to do this one basically. Still this is saying comma expected, right? So me do one thing. Let me cut this one and let me paste it over here. What mistake I have done here? Just give me a second here. So what mistake I have done here is this one has to be await. I have given misspelled await right here. So I was not getting the correct this one. So that's the reason we were getting the error. So let me come here now. Let me come to terminal, and here let me give node. Our main file is index.js, right? So let me run this one. So yeah, you can clearly see here we are getting the output 5. So math.add of 2 and 3. So this one we are importing the this one function, add function from the math.js. We are lazy loading this one. Also we are making use of async and await here. What we are doing, we are just calling math.add of 2, 3, which has to give us the output 5, right? We are getting the correct output. So basically in the package.json, what we are doing here, we are just giving the we are just saying this one as the type module here, right? So this is it for the simple this one. This is just the simple example of the this is just the simple example of the dynamic imports and ES6. First, we saw dynamic importing a module, right? Dynamically importing a module. Next, we will see one more example, nothing but the conditional module loading. I'll just delete these files and create new one and explain same thing. So I'll just give me a second here. Let me give CLS here. So I'll just come here. Let me create a file name called advanced feature.js. So inside this one, what I'll do, I'll just give export. Function. I'll just name the function run feature. Inside this one, let's return something. Let me return something. Let me give in the this one within the strings. I'll just give advanced feature executed. Right. So I hope this is clear. Next, what I'll do, I'll just create one more file, that is nothing but the main file. I'll just name this one index.js. So here this file advanced feature.js file, this basically contains the return feature, nothing but run feature function. This one run feature function that will be dynamically imported in the main file, nothing but the index.js file. So we have to write the code in the index.js file, right? So I'll just come here. Let me give here let feature equals advanced. So initially, let me consider the variable feature and assign this one to the string advanced within the strings. Let's make use of the ify. So I'll just give here async here if you don't know what are ify or IIFE, immediately invoke function expression. So I have already taught that one while I was teaching this one design patterns. So basically you can go through that. It is very easy to understand. So if I give here if feature this one is advanced, then what I'll do, I'll just consider here let advanced equals await. Let me consider import. Here this will give us error. Basically we have not included this one, I think, type module, right? So I'll just give here, we already it is showing advanced feature, right? Let's import this one. This is not giving us any error. This is fine. I'll just give here, let's log something like advanced dot run feature. So this is a function, right? Run feature is a function that we are getting from the here. we are importing this one advanced feature, this one file, and this is a function in the advanced feature. So here, as this is a ify function, I mean immediately invokes function expression, we have to involve the parenthesis as well at the end. So here what we need to do, I'll try to execute the same thing. Node this one main file is index.js, right? So here it is giving us error. So previous example, if you remember, we have to include this one. I'll just create the package.json and we have to say that this is of type module, right? I'll just give here type module. So now let me give CLS and let me try running the same thing, main function again. So this is giving us, let's see what is wrong. So what mistake I've done here is in the index.js or the main file, here we have to give here .js. So we have to mention that it is a JavaScript file while importing, right? So I hope the error gets cleared now. I'll just give CLS. Let's try running the code. Yeah, now we are getting the output advanced feature executed. So what we are doing here, I'll just explain quickly. In the I have created an advanced feature.js file. So here I'm just making use of the function with the export keyword, and we are just returning the advanced feature executed within the string, right? So and here let me come to the index.js file or the main file. Here let me explain this one. Why we are making, first of all, we are making use of IIFE, nothing but the immediate uh, invoke function expression, right? So here what I'm doing, if feature equals advanced, so what this does is it loads the advanced.feature.js file, this one advanced feature.js file, this file, it loads this file only when needed. So advanced dot this one run feature, we are logging this one, right? This one basically calls a function from the dynamically loaded module. For this to happen, we have to create the package.json and we have to include this one, say that it is of the type module. That's what we have to do. So only when it basically loads this one, the condition what I have written here, this loads the advanced feature.js only when it is required, basically nothing but. That's why I said the second example will be going with the conditional module loading. I hope this one is completely clear. When I try to execute this one, we have to get the output. So what we have involved here within the return, we have given advanced feature executed, right? That's what we have to get. So that's what we have got here. So if I try running this one again, sorry, yeah, we have to get the same output. We are getting the correct output, right? So this is it. We saw in the first example, we just saw dynamic importing of a module. How can we do that? And in the second example, we just saw conditional module loading, right? So I hope these both of these topics are clear. Next we'll be discussing about the bind, call and apply in the JavaScript. So I hope this is clear. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching, guys.